Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down 10 of the best watches from one of the most trusted and beloved names in American timekeeping, Timex. Founded in 1854 in Connecticut, Timex has spent over 170 years proving that great watches don't need to cost a fortune. From rugged outdoor field watches to elegant dress chronographs, from smart analog technology to vintage-inspired icons, Timex has consistently delivered honest, reliable, and beautifully designed timepieces that have graced the wrists of generations of Americans and watch lovers worldwide. Today we celebrate the very best of what this remarkable brand has to offer. Let's get into it. Number 10. Breitling Avenger Automatic. Breitling's most uncompromising and physically assertive collection, the Avenger. Built as a professional instrument watch for military aviators and extreme environment operators, the Avenger makes no concessions to subtlety. The bold case architecture, reinforced crown guards, oversized crown, and aggressive lug design communicate absolute ruggedness with total conviction. Water-resistant to 300 meters and shock-resistant to the demands of professional military service, the Avenger is built to standards that go well beyond what most wearers will ever test, and that engineering excess is precisely what makes it so compelling. The high-contrast dial with its strong luminous application ensures legibility in the darkest and most demanding conditions, while Breitling's reliable Swiss automatic movement provides the chronometric precision the brand's professional heritage demands. Bold, purposeful, and unashamedly large, the Breitling Avenger is a watch that means business. The Breitling Avenger Automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $4,550 USD. Number 9. Breitling Superocean Automatic. Breitling dives deep with the Superocean, a professional dive watch with a heritage stretching back to 1957 and one of the most storied names in the history of underwater timekeeping. The Superocean was among the first watches purpose-built for scuba diving, and the modern collection honors that legacy with water resistance to 300 or 500 meters depending on the reference, a unidirectional rotating bezel for dive timing, and a robust case construction that handles the pressures of serious underwater use without hesitation. The current Superocean lineup offers an appealing range of dial colors, from classic black to vivid aqua blue and green, giving it a sporty, contemporary personality that wears equally well on a dive boat or at a rooftop terrace. The rubber or steel bracelet options provide flexibility for different occasions, and Breitling's Caliber 17 automatic movement delivers reliable performance throughout. The Breitling Superocean Automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $3,750 USD. Number 8. Breitling Chronomat. Automatic goes to perhaps Breitling's most iconic and enduring design, the Chronomat. Originally developed in 1984 in collaboration with the Italian aerobatic display team, the Frecce Tricolori, the Chronomat introduced the distinctive rider tabs on the rotating bezel that became one of the most recognizable design signatures in the watch world. The bold, self-confident case proportions, integrated bracelet with its distinctive center links, and powerfully structured dial create a watch of enormous presence and unmistakable character. The current Chronomat B01 references House Breitling's manufacturer Caliber B01, an in-house developed chronograph movement of exceptional quality, TOSC certified, and featuring a column wheel and vertical clutch for smooth chronograph operation. The Chronomat is a watch that has never sought approval. It has simply existed on its own terms for 4 decades and earned its iconic status through sheer conviction. The Breitling Chronomat Automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $8,300 USD. Number 7. Breitling Navitimer Automatic. We encounter the watch that defines Breitling's entire brand identity, the Navitimer. Introduced in 1952 and continuously produced ever since, the Navitimer is one of the longest-running watch references in history and the definitive aviation wristwatch of the 20th century. The circular slide rule, bezel, allowing pilots to perform airspeed, fuel consumption, rate of climb, and unit conversion calculations, surrounds one of the most complex and visually rich dials in watchmaking. The layered registers, precise typography, and extraordinary density of information on the Navitimer dial have made it a design that rewards long contemplation and rewards the wearer who understands what every element is for. The current Navitimer B01 chronograph, houses Breitling's in-house manufacture caliber, finally giving this historic reference the movement pedigree its legacy has always deserved. The Breitling Navitimer automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $9,300 USD. Number 6. Panerai Radiomir Automatic introduces Panerai, one of the watch world's most distinctive and culturally specific brands, with the Radiomir, the reference that started the entire Panerai story. The original Radiomir was developed for the Italian Navy's frogmen in the late 1930s, and the design brief was singular: a watch large enough to read at depth, robust enough to withstand the demands of combat diving, and reliable enough to be trusted in life-or-death situations. The modern Radiomir maintains the cushion case architecture, wire lugs, and clean bold dial of the original with remarkable fidelity. The large case, typically 45 mm or larger, the sandwich dial construction with its extraordinary lume depth, and the minimalist overall design philosophy create a watch of almost monastic severity and strength. For those who understand its history, the Radiomir is not simply a large dress watch. It is a piece of Italian military heritage rendered in steel and sapphire. The Panerai Radiomir automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $6,400 USD. Number 5. Panerai Submersible Automatic. Panerai steps into its most technically focused and contemporary collection, the Submersible. Where the Radiomir and Luminor honor heritage, the Submersible represents Panerai's forward-looking vision of what a professional dive watch can be, with access to modern materials and manufacture expertise. Water-resistant to 300 meters as standard, with certain references reaching extraordinary depths beyond that, the Submersible features a rotating dive bezel integrated into the distinctive Panerai crown-protecting bridge case architecture, creating a functional diver that is unmistakably Panerai in its DNA. The use of advanced materials, BMG Tech metallic glass, titanium, Carbotech carbon composite, and ceramic across the range, demonstrates Panerai's genuine investment in material science and manufacturing innovation. Bold, capable, and pushing the brand into genuinely new technical territory, the Panerai Submersible is the collection for the modern adventurer. The Panerai Submersible automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $7,300 USD. Number 4. Panerai Luminor Marina Automatic. The watch that most completely embodies the Panerai spirit and introduced the brand to the wider watch world, the Luminor Marina. The Luminor's defining design feature is the distinctive crown-protecting bridge and lever system on the right side of the case, a patented mechanism developed to prevent accidental crown depression and water ingress, born directly from the operational requirements of combat diving. This element transforms the Luminor from a watch into a mechanical sculpture. The bridge clicks down with a satisfying precision that connects the wearer to the watch's functional purpose every single time. The cushion case, sandwich dial with its extraordinary luminous depth, and bold overall proportions create a wristwatch presence unlike anything else in production. Powered by Panerai's in-house P9010 automatic movement with a 3-day power reserve, the Luminor Marina combines manufacture quality with one of the most emotionally powerful designs in the watch world. The Panerai Luminor Marina automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $7,800 USD. Number 3. Tag Heuer. Formula 1. Automatic. We welcome Tag Heuer, the brand that has been timing motorsport at the highest level for over a century, with the Formula 1, the collection that introduced an entirely new generation to the brand. Launched in 1986 with a bold, colorful design that captured the visual energy of Formula 1 racing in the turbo era, the Formula 1 delivered Swiss watch quality in a robust, sporty, and youthful package at a genuinely accessible price. The current Formula 1 automatic maintains that democratic spirit, with a reliable Swiss automatic movement, 200-meter water resistance, and a unidirectional rotating bezel in a comfortable 41mm case. The range of dial and bezel color combinations, from classic black and silver to vivid racing livery-inspired colorways, gives it a versatility and personality that makes it one of the most customizable entry points in Swiss automatic watchmaking. Energetic, accessible, and proudly connected to motorsport culture, the Tag Heuer. Formula 1 remains one of the best value propositions bearing the Swiss-made designation, The TAG Heuer Formula One automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $1,650 USD. Number 2. TAG Heuer Aquaracer Automatic. TAG Heuer's dedicated professional dive watch, the Aquaracer, a reference that has earned its reputation as one of the most capable and well-executed sport watches in the Swiss mid-range segment. Water-resistant to 300 meters, fitted with a unidirectional rotating bezel with a distinctive 12-sided grip pattern that provides secure operation with wet or gloved hands, and featuring generous luminous application for underwater legibility, the Aquaracer checks every professional dive watch requirement with conviction. The bracelet quality, case finishing, and overall fit and finish consistently exceed expectations at the price point, reflecting TAG Heuer's manufacturing investment in its core sport watch lineup. The automatic movement delivers reliable daily accuracy, while the overall package balances professional capability with the kind of versatile good looks that work equally well on a dive charter or at a Friday evening dinner. The TAG Heuer Aquaracer automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $190 USD. Number 1. TAG Heuer Carrera. Automatic, the watch that sits at the very soul of TAG Heuer's identity and represents one of the great watch designs of the 20th century, the Carrera. Jack Heuer introduced the original Carrera chronograph in 1963, naming it after the Carrera Panamericana, one of the most dangerous road races ever run, and designing a dial of such clarity and legibility that it remains the benchmark for sports chronograph design 6 decades later. The modern Carrera automatic distills this heritage into a beautifully proportioned everyday timepiece. The clean dial architecture, with its restrained use of space, refined applied indices, and elegant case proportions, create a watch of timeless sporting elegance that suits virtually every context and occasion. Powered by TAG Heuer's Caliber 5 automatic movement in the 3-hand configuration, the Carrera delivers Swiss manufacturer reliability in a package that connects its wearer to one of the most storied names in motorsport timing history. This is TAG Heuer at its most essential and most enduring, and that is why it earns the top spot on today's list. The TAG Heuer Carrera automatic retails at an approximate starting price of $2,150 USD.